Welcome to my garden. I'm going to give you a late or actually early evening tour. It's kind of 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night, and I thought you might enjoy seeing what my garden looks like after rain. I live by Lake Ontario, and you can't really see my house from the road. So when you enter into this garden, it's a surprise to those that visit with me. And I'll just take you for a little tour. We painted the house a few years ago because it was a peanut brown. Isn't it great? You can do a lot with paint, guys. I love my Japanese grass. It's living its best life. I think this fall I will divide it because I have some other spaces I could use. The peonies are very dramatic in their failing of life, but isn't that gorgeous? There's some heuchera. I learned about limbing up trees, and I did it to this Japanese snowball. I think this is a viburnum, but I don't know. If any of you know what this is, you can tell me. And are the leaves supposed to be this color? Because I'm a little concerned that they're lacking in iron or something. This is called Bureau's tail or donkey's tail. I don't really like it with the flowers out the way it is now. I'll look forward to when those flowers die. Some of that wild rose heuchera. I transplanted some ferns the other day. And my oak leaf hydrangeas are just loving it in those spots. You would not have believed it last year, how gorgeous they were. This planter is just a kind of a mishmash. I didn't really plan, but this is a gomphrena that I started from seed. We will see how he does, and he's the only one from the entire package that decided to live his best life. The other ones, look, just little. Some creeping Jenny, and some wave petunias. I think these will fill in and make that gorgeous by the fall. Some more heuchera, some lupins that I did from seed. I love the texture. I don't know what they're gonna do this year. Some begonias that are coming in. A few more dwarf hydrangeas, some incredible hydrangeas. My red bud is enjoying itself. It was beautiful. The spring was so cool that it took a long time for this to turn green. There's a 9 bark in there, a row of boxwood, and then the evening primrose. They are all set to turn yellow. I hope they turn yellow while the purple is still in with the allium. That would be a nice show of complementary colors. Found that thing at a garage sale, guys. What a deal. I found it in a store retailing for $500, and I got 3 of them for $150. The iris are all done, but they bloom twice. Whoop. I gardened today, but look, I missed a few tulips, taking those out. So here is my bed of daisies and coneflower. My lavender will be blooming. We trimmed this hedge today, guys. That was hard. That required help. A big long saw or a trimmer. It has been so cool. It's only like 16 degrees right now that the pansies that I planted are doing great. I love the donkey's tail in here. Like here, for some reason, maybe it's because it's getting maybe it's getting a little more sun. The blooms are pinker. If you know anything about that, let me know. Because the blooms over in the shade seem to be all this color, but here in the sun, I'm getting this color. If you have any intel, let me know. Some mandevilla, some salvia, some wave petunias. So this should fill in just fine. And a rogue pepper. This is my, I think it's Mondera. Those are going to be beautiful purple plants the big mounds, and the cosmos are coming. And I did spread a package of seed of poppies in here, and they're going crazy. I don't know if I should thin them or not, or just leave them. And next year I will get quite a show, I hope. Wouldn't this just be incredible if this thing was full of poppies? And you know what? I'm learning about layering and ebbing and flowing. I failed terribly at tulips in this year. I will have to like fill this with tulips for it to work. But the Monstera is going to, if that's what it's called, tell me if I'm wrong, is going to bloom first, then the cosmos. But next year it would be the Monstera, the poppies, and cosmos, unless I'm wrong again, and it's poppies, Monstera, and cosmos. The cosmos have seated themselves around the garden. I have pulled a bunch, but some of them I'm letting live, and I think it's kind of fun. Like here in the rocks. I think that's kind of fun. The astilbe are all being set to grow, and the Empress Wu hostas, which are just huge. And my planter. I went a little simpler than last year, just using ferns. Here, doesn't look great yet, guys, but I am experimenting this year with seeds and propagating. So this, I bought for $24. I bought a beautiful big box of dragon leaf begonias and immediately chopped it up. And they are already taking, I can feel it, like they're rooted. So they're gonna be great. I can take them out of here. I've got nasturtium, and these are from my own seeds from last year. And I am trying to get the coleus, which I overwintered, but it doesn't seem to want to grow. Got a couple of coleus in there, but it has been very, very cool. So I don't know. This is verbena, and I planted that from seed too. So we'll see how successful this is with my little propagating and seeds. And a pepper. Seems to be a pepper theme. This, oh, there's my chips and my lemonade. This is my studio, guys. This is where I paint. And I was out here tonight embellishing a canvas, and I came outside and I thought it is too beautiful to not show you. So I planted today a few New Guinea impatiens that my neighbor gave me. She had a little few extra. These heuchera were just gorgeous last fall, so I'm hoping that that's the same. This bed is kind of new. This bed kind of went in last year, so I added this whole triangle. I'm enjoying that very much. The Nepeta, which I kept seeing on all the other YouTubers' channels, and so I thought I'd try it, and I'm glad I did. I've got some dahlias growing in. My kids bought me this beautiful torture or trellis this year for Christmas, or for my Mother's Day. Usually I trimmed this forsythia. This year I've let it go a little crazy, and I'm actually really enjoying it. The black lace hydrangea, some big daddy hostas. This little butterfly bush, oh my goodness. It has been moved so many times that I'm sad for it, and it seems to be sad. Nasturtium again, a little bit of nasturtium over there. Random daisy. And the daffodils just won't die. So we tied them up so that they looked a little bit interesting, and to encourage them to pass along. But they're like stuck. They don't even pull out. My hydrangeas are always glorious. They seem to really love this spot. I'm right by Lake Ontario. You can see the lake out there. Heuchera. This is, again, wild rose. Love the contrast with the spirea. And my heart-shaped euonymus. The allium always do really well here, as well as the columbine. and I've got some Veronica. Now I had salvia in here, which is why you see so much dirt. I took them out to move them to another spot. I've got to find a few other things that I might want to fill in here. These Veronica are white. I might try, to add a contrasting color. So there's the back of my home. This is our pool. It's kind of one of those swim spas where you can swim against the jets. The miscanthus grass loved their life here. And I've got cosmos growing here. Last year, the cosmos were so beautiful here. I just loved looking out from my living room into the cosmos garden, and they did bloom well into November. I've got a dahlia there, soon to be staked. Some more coneflowers, some Russian sage, the lamb's ear are loving their life. The geraniums. Geranium is a new plant for me. I never knew that it could be an annual until I think last year or the year before. And look at these Empress Wu hostas. They are huge, and what gorgeous flowers. And I journey in here. These are stumps that we got from that tree had a partner, and the city took it down, and we rolled in some of the stumps. My grandkids love to jump from one to one. This is a black lace elderberry tower. I thought was dead, so I cut it down, and it seems to be reviving itself. A chocolata something. I don't know what that is. I know it's called chocolata. This is the little delphinium bed. Thrilled. Back there I have planted some sweet peas, and they're going up the fence. Some salvia over here. It rained a lot yesterday, so things are just falling down. But I love it coming up through the pagoda dogwood. Now, we had 1, 2, and then 3 of these large Empress Wus, and one of them got way too big, so I had to plant it outside the gate over there, where it is also enjoying itself. This clematis is finally taking off. It has taken 4 years for this thing to say, I like it here. So now I'm going to take you and show you something that I did today. I hope you enjoy it. I have a side garden that was always just used to store things and bikes and things for the kids. And I don't really like to store things, and we have a garage, and we have a shed, so I put all those things back in the garage and shed. And I am renovating that garden to be a little secret oasis. So I have a secret garden, which I told you at the beginning, but this is a secret garden. So if you have a name for me, I would love to know it. So here we go. Come with me and I will show you around. It's starting to get dark, but I want to show you, to end this video, my new secret garden. So we moved a lot of mulch over here today, my friend and I. And I think it's pretty cool. So this was only just these pink tiles, which I really never liked. And I didn't really like them with the brick style. So I turned them over. And I think it's going to be fun. So one of my son's friends came and took the ones where you see the spaces. He wanted them for a patio, and that is wonderful. So this is for my grandkids to explore. So right now, what we've done is we've simply added soil and mulch and a few plants. My goal here, I say it, but you know what? I probably will buy stuff. My goal is to just divide the plants I have and do this for free. But I'm gonna need some height. I might need a tree. I might need some climbing clematis. You know, I've got a fence I can take advantage of. This is my husband's ladder, and if he doesn't take it away, I am going to grow probably honeysuckle across that. I think that'd be fun, and he'll never know where it went. So thank you for watching the video. I will keep this on file and show you over the years at how this garden grows. And we'll come back out to the porch. See, I always like, this is where stuff can go. This is where we sit. My husband's canoe. And I will end off showing you our sea monster. My husband made me that great long table out of barn boards, but when we had the deck built, I found this log on the beach, and it was so fun. Do you see the face? I think I need to drill a hole and put a great big marble in it or something. And then the little tail, the sea monster, and my husband's boat. And there is the dragon wing begonia that I butchered to create some propagation. And I've got some in a jar of water. That way this fall I can have glorious fall planters. This, look at this. Some cotton tree released everything today, and it was all over. So I'll leave you on that. Have a good night, guys. Uh-oh, won't come off.